doesn't have a case.
Hi.
Hi.
We had to change phones.
What? We don't know how to do this.
Yeah, so
We're new.
that's why I didn't do a podcast, because I didn't want to figure anything out. And then here we are.
So anyway.
This is part 2 of that
Friday,
first part video.
The 13th.
The first one.
The first one. Oh yeah, we're not on to the second one.
No.
We're wearing the
No.
same thing.
Same
Like,
thing.
time hasn't passed.
Figuring it
I
out.
think it's obvious that this is same day situation.
Right. So
We haven't just stopped and watched a whole nother 2-hour
No.
maybe movie.
No,
Okay.
No. So Mrs. Voorhees was like, what? Like, oh, this place.
Oh yeah, she did that thing.
And then she, like, explains Jason.
And that he's
And
the
Alice
one who
realizes that
drowned.
she's fucking nuts. Knuckin'
And
futs.
She killed everybody
Yeah.
to
And
make it so the or if there were no counselors, they couldn't open the camp.
Right. So then they start slapping each other.
Yeah, like real
They
slap,
fight
like,
in the cabin for a
like,
really long
full
time.
arm slap.
Lots of fighting in the
That's
cabin.
hard to do, and
Hits her with like a poker. Like a
everybody
fire
stop
poker.
and take a moment to try to do that.
Yeah. It's hard.
It's not
Oh.
hurts my arm. Did you guys stop? Did the two of you stop what you were doing?
The two of you watching, did you do it?
Brian and Katie, when you rewatched this, did you stop?
Do it?
Nicely.
So then they fight in the cabin, Then they run outside. This is where
Oh,
I'm like,
and she keeps like hitting her
hiding.
with like
Yes.
stuff that obviously wouldn't kill you, and then running away like she's definitely dead, and now I'm gonna go get her.
yes.
Over and over again.
It's like the pacing
was
stuff. I'm
like,
gonna hide behind this bench.
I threw a can at you. She's dead.
Yeah. Then they get on like the beach, like the shore, and there's that great part where they wrestle.
They ran.
They wrestle. They wrestle a lot.
Like you might with an alligator or a crocodile.
Yeah. And Pamela Voorhees takes Alice's head and slams her into the
and
dirt.
I'm pretty sure you can literally
It's
hear
wonderful.
that girl hit her head on the ground.
She says that she did, because I met her, and she tells that story, and it's like...
I hope they got it in one try.
It took a while, I think.
I wouldn't let my head get hit more than once. I wouldn't want it that bad. Stardom.
So they're fighting.
It doesn't wave. I was looking.
You don't have a... Do
Oh,
you
well.
not? I have a bingo arm.
I don't know. Yeah, right.
Like,
Back here.
I got that
What
bingo
happened?
arm.
I was just working out.
Give me a Virginia Slim.
Oh,
Let's
I
go
love
to the
a
bingo
Virginia
hall.
Slim.
Come on.
I'm in on that. And
Get
I'm
my
good
visor on.
at bingo.
My daubers.
Get your dollars.
I'm so fucking
am
ready.
Good at it.
I love bingo.
I will kick your ass.
Then Alice gets the machete that Mrs. Voorhees had, because at some point in the movie, Bill had a machete.
Don't mess with Bill.
Hunk.
Don't mess
So Alice
with
gets that
Bill.
fucking machete.
Pretty
and
sure
she-
it's a song.
I think that's a song, right?
Sorry.
Tell her it's a song.
Edit comment down
This is
here.
uploading. I don't know.
It's doing it.
It's flashing.
It's doing it.
Different phones.
Just was cool. Cool angle of my
She
nail.
cuts off Mrs. Voorhees' head.
Oh,
and it
yeah.
flies off
oh,
the
I thought
wrong
she hit
way.
it with a baseball
No,
bat.
it's a machete.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
It's
It's
a
like, how did
machete.
she hit her head off with a baseball
machete.
bat? That's so
Because
stupid.
Bill was using it to cut the
Yes,
grass.
because I said that thing about machete. And doesn't Jason Voorhees kills with machetes traditionally, doesn't he?
Traditionally, at some point, yes.
And maybe like a
It's like his weapon of
What's the-
choice.
tree cutty thingy.
A chainsaw?
Is there ever
That-
a chainsaw? Or is
Yeah,
that just Texas?
that's more like Texas chainsaw.
So they're never a Jason with a chainsaw.
With a traditional chainsaw. Well, now I can't remember.
Well, I don't know.
And I feel
Comment down
stupid.
here.
Comment
Brian.
about how much of an
Brian,
idiot I am.
when you Google that, would you put it in the comments?
I hate you.
You're the fucking worst. So Friday the 13th.
Yeah, so then we're in the end.
We're
Because
at the end.
she cut her head off. She gets in a canoe and she
she's
floats
dead,
out
and
there.
it's fine. She's floating. And
All her friends are dead.
but basically, she's fine.
The killer's dead. Bogey's barking.
She's basically okay.
So she's fine.
Is she in
Harry-
the second one?
I don't know.
Yes, you do know. How is that giving it away? He is
Yes.
the worst person.
So she is in the second one.
Thank you. The whole time I'm like, oh, so
But
this is
how
who
much
did it.
long?
And he's like, maybe.
For how long?
Maybe.
But for how long? I don't know. So, Bogey. He's barking at his reflection in the window, you
So
guys.
she's
That's
not
it.
like a Sydney Prescott or like a... Who's Sarah Jessica Parker? Sarah Michelle Gellar. Nope, Sarah Jessica Parker's character in I Know What You Did Last
That's
Summer.
Sarah Michelle Gellar. Helen Shivers.
No, who? Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer Love Hewitt is Julie James.
And she's in all the movies. No, two
She's
of the
in
three.
2 of the 3, because the third one was like, they didn't want to
Separate.
come back for that. No
Separate.
one was coming back for the third one.
That's not a movie to
So
be
she's
seen.
like floating in a canoe.
Are you peeing over there on that blanket? Did you
No.
just pee on that blanket?
No, he just turned around.
He lifted his leg up.
He didn't pee.
What are you doing?
So she's floating in this canoe, and it's all
What would the world be
serene.
like if they took over?
And Harry Manfredini's score is swelling, and it's peaceful. And
Who
we were
did
at,
all of the scores?
all of them. And we're at ease. It's over. We're safe. And then,
Tensions. So just so that I'm clear, I gave the synopsis.
I know.
And now you're giving a detailed synopsis.
Well, yeah, I know.
Well, I'm just checking
But we
in on
talked
the
about
premise
that.
of the... I knew I was going to give a synopsis.
But it was like
Look at
2
them like
minutes
that.
long. And then I'm just going through the rest of the movie. We're talking about kills.
It's not
We're
like
talking
it
about
was
things.
long.
We can stop this and start it all over and
No,
do the
I
whole
like
thing
what we've
over
done.
again.
I'm just checking
Then
in
why
on
are
it.
you complaining?
I'm not complaining. I'm making mention. Making mention.
It'll be better next week, you guys.
It's perfect the way that it is.
I'll figure
Jeez.
out phones. We don't have to switch
No,
phones.
Oh yeah, no, that could be
That
could improve.
Will be easier. So it should all be in one video instead of 2 parts.
Yeah,
And
work
this
on that.
part is probably going to upload faster than the first part because this part's shorter.
Yeah,
I'm annoyed with myself.
he's
But
annoying.
whatever.
What? Snap to the slap jail.
So what are your thoughts on Friday the 13th? Like,
Sorry, I was doing.
you should see her when she
Randy
puts
Macho
nair on
Man
her
Savage.
face.
I look just like Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
Watch
solid.
all these comments about how you shouldn't put nair on your face.
It's face nair. So I'm not an idiot. And don't like, why don't you do your sideburns me? Because it's still like a lot of just real hair.
That's
See that?
hair.
That's just hair.
This
I
is-
can't nair off hair.
This is a 90s hair trend that
This
we
is
are
a 90s
keeping.
hair trend that
Front
I
hair
happen to really
pieces.
pull off.
We are not losing that.
Imagine if it were like a little curled. Don't even be like that.
Well, you know they're already pissed off at us because we're not wearing masks and we're sitting close together.
Okay, but that makes it sound like we're anti-mask, and I just want.
I'm not
to be very
anti-mask.
clear, we're
I
maskers.
have so many masks.
We are maskers. We are just
Love a
in each other's
mask.
germ pods,
You won't see me sitting down in a Costco refusing to put on a mask.
or putting on
I
a
got that
Nazi
on.
mask in a Walmart.
I won't do that.
Wouldn't do that.
Come on, Karen. No.
Beyond a Karen. What's like a German way to say Karen? And like, no offense to Germans, but like the whole Holocaust thing, which is why I'm saying
They
German.
hate it. Germans hate
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
They
I
hate their
understand
history.
that. I'm
Unlike
just-
Americans who are like, yeah, Confederacy.
Yeah, or we're like, didn't even happen. Didn't even happen.
But this isn't a political
it's not.
vlog.
We're talking
It's
about
not.
Friday the 13th.
But Black Lives Matter and the Fed should get out of Portland.
Get out of
That's it.
Portland.
Get out of
I'm
Portland.
so sick of you being, you know what? Peaceful protests. Peaceful protests.
Peaceful.
Get out of Portland.
We don't like spray paint.
Ugh. Hit him in the head.
We'll shoot a gas canister at you.
You guys, you can't even kill someone that way. You can only seriously maim them.
You can
arrest them because we want to.
Split their fucking head open. I'm just like...
Reconstructive surgery because I don't even think she was doing
hit with
anything.
A beanbag.
Completely innocent protesters. Horrible things happening to not a political thing. But get the feds out of Portland.
But get the feds out of and wear a mask. God
wear a mask.
Damn it.
I just saw something about how seatbelts are government required and no one has a problem wearing them and they're uncomfortable, so wear your mask. It's the same premise. You'll be more likely to live.
But I think there's the whole thing with seatbelts where like people would just put them around them, you know? And I think people are doing that with the mask. Like, I'm just going to stick my nose out.
Just stick my nose. What is that?
But you wouldn't stick your dick out of your pants, would you? No.
Well, you might.
Well...
Situationally.
I'm not here to rain on your fun, but...
In, like, a public setting.
In a Costco.
Come
on.
Ugh.
And stop putting your head around that, like, plastic barrier for the cat.
Don't do that. To keep your head out.
Don't do that.
Not a political...
But, you know, horror movies. Anyway,
Black Lives Matter, get out of Portland, feds. We hate Donald Trump.
Feds out of Portland.
Black Lives Matter. Wear
a mask. Dump Trump. I'm political because I have been a horror fan since I was 5 years old. So I had no choice in the matter.
I'm just getting into it now because it seems super necessary. You know what I mean? Like, we should probably get into it.
Yeah.
Look at these muscles.
Oh, these goods.
Anyway.
Oh, my shirt's on theme.
Oh, Brian on theme Kellogg over here.
Out.
Do you not want your last name out?
I mean, it's out there in the ether, right?
Brian
Kellogg. Spelled like the cereal without the S.
But he's not related. But it'd be cool if he was. Be a whole lot cooler if you did. That's what I like about those high school girls. He's a
I used to work with this girl who found out my name and then and she was very organic, like fair trade, blah, blah, blah. Found out my last name was Kellogg and had to give me this long diatribe about how the Kellogg Corporation is ruining America. And I was like, I don't fucking care, witch. It's just my last name.
Mind your own business.
Oh, it was so obnoxious.
Seriously.
She literally was a witch, though. Seriously.
Like Wiccan?
Yeah.
Oh, remember?
I wish she was cool, though.
She's
not. Oh, yeah, in the park.
They were doing
like a... Right when this whole corona thing started, there was
and like velvet robes.
Yes, and
they were doing like
there
a
was
ceremony
going on. Yeah, in a spot where people walked. It was very awkward walking through it.
Strange.
Yeah, it was like 4 and
4.
Strange, very strange. But that was fun.
Yeah, but so Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Did we finish?
Yeah, we got to the end.
We did it.
This probably isn't great. So you're not going to get an in-depth evaluation of Friday the 13th.
That was like almost the same length as the movie, so it's probably fairly in-depth.
I know I listen to a lot of podcasts, like horror podcasts, where they're so smart about horror movies. And I'm like, let's just talk about Brenda and how much of a lesbian she is.
She was so excited for Strip
her.
Monopoly.
She's so
In fact, she actually recommended it.
Oh, and then she got really bummed that she had to leave.
She was so sad about the window.
For some reason.
I felt bad
the
for
window.
Her too. Yeah.
Because Alice was about to take her top off.
And it seemed like Alice was
kind
of into the idea. It seemed like to me.
Anyway, that's Friday the 13th.
That's Friday the 13th. It's brought to you by Bryday the 13th.
Like and subscribe.
I thought you were going to say like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there. Is that copyright?